Hello, welcome to Accounting Hub. I'm Professor George Scarpin, PhD in Accounting, and our topic today is graphically summarizing quantitative data using histogram. Usually, it's much easier to do it on hand than on Excel. Excel is trying to fix it, creating some pre-built histogram, but they are not good. So let's go from the scratch. Why do we need it? Often need to summarize and describe the shape of the distribution. With the shape of the distribution, we know how will we handle the data. One way is to group the measurement into classes of a frequency distribution. After grouping them, we can display the data in the form of a histogram. So, 5 steps to construct a frequency distribution. So, the first one, find the number of classes. 2, find the class length. 3, form non-overlapping classes of equal width. 4th, tally and count. 5th, graph the histogram. How do we find the number of classes? So first of all, let's go to our Excel file. Here we have a random Brazilian football or soccer, depending on where you are, championship, the first 2 leagues, so League A and League B. And I order it from the highest number of points to the lowest. So from 84, that is the highest, to 15, that is the lowest. And 20 teams on each league, so 40 teams. So our N here is 40. And we group all of the data into k number of series. K is the smallest whole number for which 2 to the k is greater than or equal to n. In example, n, 40. So for k equal to 5, 2 to the 5th, 32, lower than our n of 40. For k equal to 6, 2 to the 6th, 64, greater than n. So we use k equals 6 classes. So okay, number 1 is good. How do we find the class length? Find the length of each class as the largest measurement minus the smallest measurement divided by number of classes. So here, number of classes, 6. Let's move it a little bit. Here is easy to find the maximum and the minimum because they are ordered. But if they are not, we only need to use the max formula. So max, select here 84, minimum, min, and then we have the 15. And the interval, how do we find it? Equal max minus the minimum divided by number of classes, 6. So it is 11.5. Good, we did the second one. And now, form non-overlapping classes of equal width. The classes start on the smallest value. This is the lower limit of the first class. The upper limit of the first class is the smallest plus class length. So how do we do that? So the first one, start with the minimum number, 15. And go, so this is the starting point. So it starts, better, ends. And then it ends, or beginning and where it ends. Or start and end, better, good. Then end 15 plus 11.5. So here we are, and then the second starts on 26.5, ends on 26.5 plus 11.5, and so on. And here, so our classes from 15 to or greater than 15. And here, how do we do that? Equal, double quote, greater than, space, double quote, and so greater than 15, and space, and lower than, space, double quote. So greater than, okay, we are back. So greater than 15, lower than 26. And we copy and paste, and we have them. So, okay, let's find the frequency. And then the frequency is a very hard formula because we need to find here count greater than the start, lower than the end. So we have two ifs. So equal, count, ifs, because we have two ifs. Criteria range 1, they are here. Criteria range 1, they are here. And then F4, we will be fixing this number. And what is the criteria? How do we do the greater than a cell instead of a number? Double quote, greater, double quote, and the cell. That is this one. So greater than E9, comma, criteria range 2. The same, you need to select it again. And if you try to use AND formula for the criteria, it will not work. Sorry. And then criteria 2, double quote, lower than, and 26. 1, club only, copy and paste it. We have it, and we are facing a situation here. And let me delete the histogram. We have 40 teams and only 37 here. Because here we are not working with greater or equal or lower than or lower or equal. So, okay, lower or equal, here, 1, and let's copy and paste here. Whoa, better, 39. So, you still have one short. Why? Because the lowest one is 15. So here should be the equal. Equal or greater than. So let's come back here, and then this greater or equal the first one. So here, instead of greater, equal or greater than. And then we will have, so let's go. And again, 39 because of the top one here. So what do we do for the very top or for the very bottom? That's up to you. Plus 0.01 or something like that. Then we will have the 40. Okay, so that is up to you because the classes must be non-overlapping. So it's not, we need to figure a way to find, to not overlap it. So one should be equal or greater or equal or lower. And we need to add 0.01 to the first start or to the last end. And then the frequency in percentage, frequency divided by total. We fix the total. And then here, and then we sum them. It must be 100%. 100%. And now, how can we do the histogram? So, frequency, insert. If we want to go to the histogram here, see how ugly or let's create here histogram. Yeah, that is not so bad. But see here the classes 15 to 28. So the classes are not the same. So here is for the histogram when we do it here, but not so accurate. So let's move it here. Share title, histogram by Excel. And let's create hours and see if there is any difference. Frequency here, not the total. Insert, column, here. Woo! Okay. How do we do just like this one? Right click here. Format date series. Gap width 0. Let's do here. Format date series. Gap width 0. They will be here. See, they are close, but not that close. So see, they are not the same. So if we are doing this for, okay, let's see some random histogram and so on, that is okay. But if you are working on a professional histogram for some academic research or for marketing purpose and so on, this one is much more accurate because of the starting and ending points and number of classes. So they are more accurate. And the frequency would be the same. Whoops. But instead of the number of clubs, it is the percentage. So 42% here and so whoops, sorry. And here gap width 0. And then you can make this chart pretty. That's completely up to you. And now, okay, we have our histogram. Now, what kind of distribution do we have? So graph the histogram here, and then distribution shapes. Skewer to the right, skewer to the left. You are seeing in the opposite because it's mirror. And symmetrical. So skewer to the right, to the left, and symmetrical. What does it mean? We have 6 classes here. So for them to be symmetrical, the class number 3 and number 4, they will need to be quite similar, and then the other 2 here also quite similar. Here, they are not. The top one is to the left. So it is skewed to the left. If the histogram was with the top one to the right, it would be skewed to the right. And that makes a lot of difference when we are working with academic research or professional research for marketing, for accounting, for finance, and whatever, what kind of distribution, because depending on the distribution, we use A or B quantitative methods to work with these series or to work with these observations. Okay, guys, so thank you so much. Questions or comments, leave it here or email me at jscarping@gmail.com. Have a very nice day and God bless you.